Hello again, Average Joes, and welcome to a new video. Before we start, I would like to thank NJDJ for correcting me. I said this bit shows the duration of the game, but in fact it shows the time you played the game in your local time. Thanks for that, mate. Sorry for leaving you hanging on my last video, but as promised we will go deeper into the gameplay of League of Legends Wild Rift. Here you have the champion selection screen where you select your champion. You can also select the loadout that you wish to use from the loadout that you have pre-selected for that champion in the loadout screen. And of course, the skin that you want to use during the game. You are then teleported into the map. I have to say, that teleportation graphic has nothing to do with the gameplay, but it sure looked cool. Once you are in the map, you will notice that there are 3 lanes. Each lane has 3 turrets for your side and 3 turrets on the enemies. You have the outer turrets, the inner turrets, and the base turrets. To see a larger scale of the map, just hold any of these 3 icons. Once a larger scale of the map is up, you can hover over it and choose the area you wish to ping. Once you have arrived in the map, you will immediately see the lane indicators. The lane indicators will only show where the duo or dragon lane is and where the solo or baron lane is. I had an instance where there was no indication of the lane. If that happens, you can just look at the crest on the floor. As of now, all champions have 1 passive skill, 3 basic skills, and 1 ultimate. You can level up your ultimate on level 5. In the lane is where the minions will be found as well. There are melee and caster minions. Periodically, there will also be a siege minion. Minions are a good source of gold and experience. Just make sure you last hit them. Once their life bar turns white, you will be able to kill them with 1 basic attack. At the start, each champion has a ward which he or she can place anywhere at the map. The wards grant vision in that area to allow you to see upcoming ganks. But for now, what I know is your team can have at least 5 at the same time, and the duration of the ward is about 100 seconds. Here is the gold indicator. It shows how much gold you currently have. I'm now trying to farm these monsters to gain some gold and experience. There are several smaller monster camps around the map that are suitable when you are still in the early game. Once you've gained enough gold for an item, that item will show up here. But as you can see, it is grayed out, and that is because you can only buy an item when you are in the base. Aside from the smaller monster camps, there are bigger monsters which can give a huge advantage to your team once you have taken them. One is the Blue Sentinel, or more commonly known as the Blue Buff. It can be found at both sides of the map. Killing this monster will give you a temporary buff indicated here. And if an enemy kills whoever has that buff, the enemy will get that buff with the remaining duration. Next is the Red Brambleback, or more commonly known as the Red Buff. Similarly to the Blue Buff, 2 can be found in the map. And killing it will also give a temporary buff as indicated here. If the enemy kills the holder of the buff, it will also be transferred to the enemy for the remaining duration. The Rift Scuttler is found in the river, and unlike the other monsters, it does not fight back. It just moves around. Killing it will give your team a temporary vision in that area of the river, and if you walked in that area, you'll be granted movement speed in that area. Next are the drakes or the elemental dragons. There are 4 and the first one will spawn 4 minutes into the game. The subsequent dragons will spawn randomly after a few minutes after killing the current one. Once all 4 have been killed, then the elder dragon will spawn. Once you have killed a dragon, you will gain the buff permanently. I will not dive into each buff at the moment. I'm not sure on this, so do comment down below to confirm. Once an Elder Dragon is killed in Wild Rift, there will be no more Elder Dragons that will spawn. Next is the Rift Herald. This will spawn in the Baron Pit at 6 minutes into the game. After killing this monster, you can summon it and it will go in the lane. It can deal a ton of damage to turrets. Last but not the least is the Baron Nasher. It will spawn at 10 minutes into the game, and once killed, you will gain the buff called Hand of Baron, which will increase your damage, reduce recall channeling, and enhance nearby allied minions. I will end this video right here to give you average Joe's time to digest those information. In the next video, I will focus more on laning and some heroes that are suitable for each lane and role, so watch out for that. Consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Thanks!